put on some music, but
We're going live. We're going live.
hello, friends. Do 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 do
You
do.
know, we're going live. If people don't know us, they could think we are a bunch of whack jobs.
Oh, good thing people do know us, and at least my friend Katrina already knows that we're fun.
Lovely.
Can I have
Welcome,
any more
Katrina.
colors? Can I have any more colors going on? Any more colors? Any more colors? Black and white, red, white, and blue, pink, orange, red. Hey, Katrina.
Hi, friend.
Pretty sure you might be the only normal one on the screen right now. Yeah, actually, that means I just threw my friends under the bus, and I did not mean to do that.
It's fine. We like it under there. It's warm.
It's warm under the bus. You guys can see that I'm wearing a full turkey dinner on my head?
Yes, yeah. Just don't suck the fumes when you're under the bus, though.
Right, right. You got turkey dinner. I got bats because
Ooh,
it's a not so spooky Halloween week. A bit batty though, for sure.
A bit batty. Yes.
okay.
Hey, Katrina, thanks for jumping on with us. Great to see you.
She's remembering she's muted.
She's remembering. It's okay. It's okay.
This
We
is
saw
super fancy. Yeah,
we
you
saw
don't
your
have.
lips moving. We know what you said. Evening, Steph G, Jenny Kiesler, Ashley Zelli, Queen Mom herself, Dory Anderson, the newlywed, Cece Burns, Mrs. Cece Burns, and one of your three hostesses with the mostesses, the one driving the pink Cadillac, that is that girl, that girl. And I'm still in my sweatshirt, lawn mowing hair and self from being out at my folks. I have the privilege, the honor of mowing at my parents' house most Sundays, and this was the last one. So the lawnmower is being put away. And normally I'm looking like Cece with just the very cash and all of that. And I literally ran in, made my tea that says dream, because that's what we're about doing. And Mom and Cece, um, let's do a couple of products, okay, while we're talking to our friends about this amazing business opportunity that for the month of October only, you can literally join for 10 bucks.
Ten
Literally
bucks.
10 bucks. 10 bucks. I actually saw a really cool post that had all the things that $10 includes. That was really awesome.
Oh,
So I may or may not have saved it. Oh, I did. Turns out I did. I'll send it to you, Cece. And Dory, would you like to start telling all seven of us and anyone who might be watching on YouTube what your couple of favorite products are? We would love that.
Oh, I would love to start because I have grandma skin and it takes a lot to keep grandma skin looking not so old and grandma. So I use the Clinical Solutions Retinol program that you have to use a system of retinizing to get yourself acclimated to it. But I use it once a week, sometimes twice and three times a week, because sometimes I get a grandma wrinkle that I don't like. And this seems to help a whole lot getting rid of some of those grandma wrinkles. And
Yes.
so, yeah, this is my super duper all-time favorite. And then because it's such a cool item, the replenishing C and E, in case you have a little burn spot or a little itchy spot or a little something spot, you could put the C and E on that spot and it will completely eliminate itchy, burny, scratchy, dry, whatever it is that you didn't like. You put your C and E on it and it fixes it. And it also works on grandma skin to help that smooth out and look fine, because looking fine is what we're all about in this program.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You don't look like you have grandma skin.
Thank you. That's because of this clinical solutions program I have that I am very good at making sure that I use it often, because once you retinize your skin, it gets acclimated to using the product and you don't have any problems. So I just kept up with it. Some people didn't, and then they had to start over. So I don't want that. I don't want to start over. I want to just keep going. I don't have time to no do-overs.
Keep going, looking good. Ashley typed in the chat, C plus E, easy as 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Ashley Zelly. And also for the rest of you, if you're not going to unmute, and in fact, just time-wise, that would be fine. If you guys type in the chat, including Katrina, what are some common questions that you hear people ask you about the business opportunity? Or specifically, Katrina, what questions you might have, or something that someone asked you, that someone asked you and you're like, oh, I'm considering Mary Kay. Oh, do they blah, blah? Do they, are there, is there, do they, are there, is there, do they, how do I, when do I, put those in there. Yeah, put those in there. Besides, it keeps it interesting too when we got stuff going on in the chat. All right, CC, show us your masks.
Yes, my not
They're so beautiful.
My beautiful, not so spooky, scary masks. So I'm multi-masking this evening, and two of my totally absolute faves are the Time Wise Repair Revealing Radiance Facial Peel featuring glycolic acid, which is one of the most kind and gentle, naturally occurring acids that Mary Kay took the best of science and the best of nature and combined it into this beautiful peel. And it doesn't peel, it simply rinses off with warm water. It works on a chemical level to actually quickly turn over skin cells. So you are left with absolutely revealed radiance skin. I love it. I love it. Love it. It helps with discoloration and any texture or extra stuff that you got going on that you maybe would prefer not to have. It's very helpful for that. Then
Mother of the bride's best friend.
100%. Yes. And I know that Katrina is already a fan of this as well, which I love. And it can be included into any skincare line, which I love. So for example, the Clear Proof line for mild to moderate acne, anything can be used together in Mary Kay safely with the help of your beauty consultant. So consult her for your needs. So I'm using the charcoal mask tonight on my nose to help with reducing the appearance of pores and also keeping them clean and clear. I put it on a little while ago, so you can probably see the magic. Oh yeah, it's pulling out some gunk in my pores, and it's always the most obvious on the nose, I think, because our nose pores can be a little bit appear a little bit larger when they're not clean. So I love just putting that on my nose, and it makes such a big difference. So these two together are like a 20-minute charm, not so spooky charm to get rid of and to treat your skin to the best. So that's what I'm doing tonight.
Awesome. What do those products sell for?
Oh, the glycolic acid facial peel is $68. How's that sound? Great. And the Revealing Radiance Charcoal Mask is $26.
It is, but it's not revealing. It's Clear Proof Charcoal Cleansing Mask.
Yeah. There's a lot of words, a lot of labels. Deep Cleansing Charcoal Mask. Yes, it's $26. And then I highly recommend getting the silicone applicator, which I don't have nearby, but to help apply it with ease and save you money.
Absolutely. Retinol set sells for $120 for 2 pieces. It'll last you 6 months. And the C plus E, I believe, sells for $58. I don't have it in front of me, but I think it's that.
I think that one's $60.
$60. Okay. Yeah. Worth every bit of it. I use all those products. Love them. And that glycolic peel was Mother of the Bride's best friend. I am telling you. Like, seriously, yes. Along with the biocellulose masks. Heaven. Pure heaven. Okay. So we got 2 questions. How much time do I have to commit, and is there a quota? So these are really great questions. Really great. I've been sharing this with a lot of different women in the last several weeks. Well, for almost 28 years, to be clear. Almost 28 years. November 15th will be 28 years. And I don't know very many people that are still excited and love what they do every day that are in that long, except my mother and I in Mary Kay and our friends in Mary Kay that long. And so time commitment is a really good one. And it's all relative. And simply, I want to answer that one with is there a quota? Because that is a perfect thing to go along together. So we don't have quotas. We don't have sales quotas. There's nothing you have to do or not do or whatever. Okay. So we're completely independent contractors, which does separate us from a lot of other companies. So we don't work for Mary Kay. We work for ourselves. We represent Mary Kay, but we do not work for Mary Kay. We're completely independent contractors. So because of that, basically we're our own bosses and we boss ourselves around. That's a good way to put that. So there's no sales quotas. So no one's going to make you do anything. But I was thinking about that this morning. I want you guys to answer me. When was the last time somebody made you do something? Made you. When was the last time someone actually made you do something?
Probably like you cleaning my room when I was like 10.
Okay. I'm glad you said that because I was literally thinking everyone's afraid, oh, don't make me do anything. Make you do anything? I can't make anyone do anything. I had power over my children. That's the last of it. Okay. Yeah. We can't make you do anything. No one can make you do anything. Okay. So cut that out. So there's no sales quotas. The other side of that is there's also no ceiling. So when you're good at what you do, you're really good at what you do, no one's going to stop you either. Now that is something that people get more often. People stopping them from doing something, preventing their growth, preventing their excellence, not giving them the raise that they deserve. No one's going to stop you. You can go as high, as far, as fast as you want. As high, as fast, and as far as you want. Okay. Which leads to commitment with time. This is completely up to you again on the size of business that you desire. If you know that the average facial takes about an hour to work with a client, average party is an hour or two. We've got events like this. This one's 20 to 30 minutes. We've got some that are, 2 hours in person. Okay. Those are some averages. Well, for Cece and I, this is all we do. This is our career. So we're closer to 40 hours a week, but I'm guessing those of you with a career, a job is 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week, and your salary doesn't change that much. And in Mary Kay, we work for ourselves. We decide, and also to be clear, the month of October, or I should say until the wedding and shortly thereafter, we weren't working no 40 hours.
Thankfully, gratefully.
Yes. And the advantage of working for yourself, truly is you can dedicate as much time or as little time as you choose. Put else in there, what else you have. And specifically, Katrina, if there's a specific question that you have, we want to make sure that we get those answered for you too, okay? Cece, would you mind throwing the thing up there that I sent you, the one I just sent you? And we'll put that one up there and then we'll put the full one up there. So what do you get for $10? And what's the big deal for $10? Y'all, you guys are going to go, to the coffee shop and spend more than $10 and have something that's probably not real good for you. Or you could start a business that could potentially change your life. The very least, hang out with some amazing people and get yourself some products that cost. So what do you get for your $10? You get 50% commission on your sales. We have a new adopted team member yesterday that said, what I said, we buy it at cost. We buy it at 50%. Oh, and what's your profit? We said 50%. You buy it for $1, you sell it for $2. And you have your choice. If you want to buy it for $1 and have it on your shelf so that then you sell it for $2, or just wait and do it all together. I know that I buys and I know that I sell more product because I choose to have it on hand. So what do you get for that $10? You get your discount. You get a lookbook, which has, obviously, it's our catalog, right? You get a handful of samples. You get the credit card processing through Mary Kay. You get your website. fabulous website that has your name on it, and it's the company's website with your name on it. So we all have the same website. You get your sales director's mentorship. So Katrina, you would get Cece's mentorship. And you're blessed, Katrina, that you've got extra mentorship because we all come together here. And a huge welcome to an incredible winning team. I told a new friend of mine, or not my new friend, my friend Denise the other day, who's a really great client, that I said, you know, you're she's a great mom and she's a young grandma. And I said, you're so good with your grandson. And I said, I just love for you to give your influence onto other young women. Because I just feel like when we're more mature, we've got mentorship that we can give to young women. And we don't have to have been in the same career for a long time to know how to treat people. And that's exactly what we get taught how to do in Mary Kay, right? Is how to treat people.
Mhm.
Because we're about the whole person. We're not just about this is how you sell Mary Kay. Who cares? That's easy. We can show you how to sell lipstick and skincare and masking. That's no big deal. That's no big deal. We care more about who you are becoming as an entire person. Who are you becoming as an entire person? How's your spiritual life, your physical life, your fiscal life, financial life? Did I say that one? Emotional, spiritual, mental, all of it. What is all of that? What's your whole life like?
Can I
That's
comment
what,
on? Oh, sorry,
yeah.
sorry. On the time thing. I think sometimes too when we're abundant and I can probably speak for almost everyone that's a part of our teams. Mary Kay isn't their full-time thing, right? Like
Right.
you and I are the exception. So, um, one of my favorite things is thinking back on when I started this business and when I was abundantly booked with many things and many commitments. We call it sprinkling it in to your life because that's exactly how we do it, right? So I think it's not so much how much time do I have to commit, rather than, how much time can I save? So, right? Like people think, oh, I have to sit down and work my business. Like, well, do you work with other humans at work? Are you in contact with other coworkers? Or if you're working virtually, are you building relationships with your team? How about, off the clock asking, hey, do you want to try this new lipstick? Here, come in the bathroom and try this on the back of your hand. It's their newest color. It's so fun to just share. And I love the idea of simply sharing what you already love because as women, they used to say, right, telegraph, telephone, tell a woman. And I love that because we just love to share what we already love, right? And so sprinkling it in is as simple as, telling your new coworker, touch my skin. Does my skin feel good? And, going to Thanksgiving and saying, Grandma, you would really like this red lipstick. Here, let me touch some up on you, right? It's being where you already are and simply sharing the products that you already love where you are. So it's not even necessarily that it takes more time. It's just a matter of how intentional would you like to be?
Intentional. Yes. Yes. And Mary Kay Ash knew women were busy. Remember when she created this, she wanted women, particularly mothers, to be very successful,
Mm-hmm.
knowing that they had commitments that were bigger than selling lipstick. She knew that. And so flexibility is key. It always has been.
Yeah.
Do you need a lot of stock on hand to be successful? Such a great question. Do you want to answer that one, Cease?
Yeah, for sure. So, Katrina, I was speaking to you specifically. That is a great question, and in general. So, Mary Kay gives us the choice for how much product we'd like to have in our home, whether that be for us, our family and friends, or a small client base or a big client base, right? You decide what works best for you. And that is really the advantage of Mary Kay is that we're given that choice. And so, like today, Katrina and I were literally together today, and we got to sit there, right, Katrina, and you got to try the lipsticks. Toasted plum looks fabulous on Katrina.
Mm.
We decided A plus, right? And you got to experience the two new eyeshadows and we got to sit and play. So the advantage to that is then you can say, I really want that toasted plum. And I'll say, great, I'll drop it off at work this week. You have it like within the day, right? Faster than Amazon. And I now have the confidence to serve you well. So, no, you don't need a lot, right, of product on hand to be successful at all. We decide what works best for you and the women and the people that you're excited to serve. and you might have a couple of your favorite lipsticks on hand because people are going to compliment you and say, where'd you get that? And you can say, me.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah. And
no, we just have,
it's actually not a requirement of the business. And that's important for you to know. That's important that we say that in the facts. It's actually not a requirement. And people need to know that it is not a requirement. Do we recommend it? Yes. Is it required? No. That is two different answers.
right. And Katrina's in retail. So Katrina, I went into today, tried on an awesome many pairs of jeans with her, and you were able to guide me. And then I bought the pair that I liked and I left with it, right? That gives you the confidence in saying, oh, do you mind waiting 2 or 3 weeks for those? Like, I'm like, I guess, but I'm really excited. Can I just have them now? Right. So, clothing, face, it's intimate. We're like ready for it right away. And so it gives you the confidence to serve well, which I love. Yeah. That was like a perfect parallel. I was like, oh, I'll tell her about the jeans.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's great. Okay, it's almost 7:20. I did not talk, well, I kind of talked about one of my favorite products, the biocellulose mask, along with the Mother of the Bride peel. I think I'm going to start calling it that.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm going to start calling it that. And I can't wait for you to get rest of the pictures back, because then people will be like, oh yeah, give me a lot of that. Give me all of that. And just like a little heads up, we know for sure on the November Dealio sheet for our clients, the November Dealio sheet does have the peel on it. Just heads up. Yes. And the current one, the October one, does have those masking products on it also that Cece's wearing. The charcoal mask is on there, and the biocellulose is on there also. Yeah. So just something we love to offer to our great clients and friends. All right, so let's just do like just a quick little wrap up and things that matter to people. Okay, so particularly if we've got thinkers, because I know Ashley was a thinker. Steph G, were you a thinker? You were a thinker for a little bit. Jenny thought about it for a little bit. Yeah. And I thought about it for a day before I said yes. My mother was going to just keep telling me no until I handed her the pen. And then she had to say yes. And, people are looking for, there's a few things that people are looking for, but one is community and culture of women that they can trust, that have their back. That's huge. Can't put a price tag on that. That's huge. The environment. Who are you hanging around? What kind of environment are you creating? And who do you get to be around? We're huge in that. And then also a proven track to run on. Are there steps to take? Yes. Is there a plan you can show me? Yes. Is there a certain way that you like to do a party or a facial? Yes. Do I have to team build? No. But if I choose to, is there a plan on how to do that? Yes. Do you earn commissions on what your team members order from the company? Yes. Can you show me the step-by-step laid out plan? Yes. If that is the type of person that you are, absolutely, we can show you that. Cece, is individualization in your top 10 strengths?
It is. It's top 5.
Top 5. It's also my number 7, which means you have 2 leaders that are very good at an individualization. Means we can help someone figure out how they best fit into the puzzle. In particular, how Mary Kay business can best specifically work for them. Example, our Rhonda Deaver, who's a former florist on my team, just recruited her friend Jen, who is opening a floral studio. It's more of a weekend studio because she's in a marketplace downtown Racine, and they're open on weekends. And she also just started her Mary Kay business at the same time. And she needs to know how to build networking in both, because she lives in West Dallas, but the Racine apparently was a good opportunity for her. She doesn't know many people there. And I'm like, well, this is easy. I said, take one of your flowers and put your store business card on it and your Mary Kay business card on it and walk around downtown Racine handing out flowers, introducing yourself to people for both of your new businesses. She goes, oh, that's a good idea. I said, I can't tell everyone that idea. It doesn't work for everybody, but it works for her for that situation.
Yeah.
She loved the idea so much. She sent me a photo of little things that she created, little business cards for both. And then was going to hole punch them and put them onto flowers. So I'm like, yeah, so that's how it can work for her. We can find ways that it works for people. Steph, Ashley, and Jenny all have full-time jobs outside of Mary Kay. Steph's a vet tech. Ashley works for, well, I think it's still called Aurora. And Jenny works for a company that fixes airplanes. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Dory is technically retired. My retired mother. It seems like she's always retired and has her hands in 10 things. Um, she raises a rare breed of dog, preserves the breed for almost 40 years, right? And is one of the top sellers in Mary Kay, and she's a retired grandma. So it's so funny, like what real world working is and what Mary Kay world's working is. Katrina, we're working right now. Like, to be clear, right? And then we're going to hang up and I'm going upstairs on the couch with my husband and my dogs, which is exactly, I know what those two are going to do too. Husband and dogs. Okay. So, yeah, I just wanted to just kind of hit on those things. So, then Cece, would you also please show the other one so everybody can see what all the possibilities are? So, so you can join for as little as 10, but let's talk about, hey, what if you want an actual business? Like, yeah, I want my products at cost, but tell me what else is out there. So everyone starts, normally it's 35, but for October it's 10. Everyone starts there no matter what. Then you have optional add-ons. So the eStart sells for 10, and all that simply means is you're in Mary Kay. It's called an eStart because prior to this, during the pandemic, it was called an eStart because no one could go anywhere and do anything, right? So it was literally Mary Kay answered the call to people staying home and not going anywhere and doing anything, and offered an eStart for those people that were not seeing anyone and simply liked the idea of virtual. That's what that was all about. Well, now that we do both, we're very hybrid now. Mary Kay kept that. So the eStart is still an option. You can do any kind of a business with it, but you have optional add-ons. Katrina said she loves how flexible and customizable. Yes, this is perfect. This is another example of the customizable. So you have options. So eStart Plus is for an additional $45. You can get an entire package of samples, which is actually over a $90 value, that gives you skincare samples, lipstick samples, anything that you might either want to hand out or mail to someone to do a virtual facial or a virtual appointment with. Okay, that's an option. And then the additional option is the Pro Start add-on. Now, the Pro Start, this is actually what I recommend no matter what level of business you want to do or how you want to do it. This is what I recommend anyway, because it is such a value. So for an additional 90 bucks, you actually get well over $400 in retail products. You get this gorgeous tote bag to put it all in, and you get trays and mirrors and everything to see people in person for in-person parties. Okay. Now, again, the minute you start, the $10 is the requirement, and the two options to add on, you have up to 2 weeks to decide if you want to add them on. I just encourage people just do it right away because you're probably going to want it anyway. Because those are the products that you're either going to use or demonstrate or hold up. And it's a bunch of stuff in there that is the very things that we promote. Miracle Set, 5 colors of CC cream, microdermabrasion, oil-free eye makeup remover, ultimate mascara, charcoal mask, eye cream. Yeah, both flavors of the Miracle Set. I mean, it's packed full. I said microdermabrasion. Yeah, that's another great facial product. So, but again, $10 no matter what. And then the other two are options. That's how you get started. We love our Mary Kay family so much. Katrina, you already know that we like you and adore you. When you're in, you're like, oh, I didn't know that there was that much more love those people had. Oh, I didn't know that. And our love for people is never based on what they do. Can we be clear about that, Mary Kay family? Is not based on how much you sell or whatever. I want you to sell a lot and make a lot of money. But I don't care about that more than I care about you as the human being and who you're turning into. If you are becoming the person that God created you to be, confident, self assured, walk into a room and command the presence. Maybe you don't need to command the presence, but you just want to walk in it confidently and have opportunities that maybe you wouldn't have without your Mary Kay family. That is what Mary Kay has given me. And it was never more apparent than when Cece got married. And one of her bridesmaids is on her team, who also, her bridesmaid Brittany, who also has a wedding planning company. Okay. Ashley, Andrea, and Maggie, all in our Mary Kay family, did all the makeup. My mother, who also by default is my mother, was also the seamstress and alterations. Okay. The florist was Rhonda in our Mary Kay family. So all of the main things were connected to our Mary Kay family.
Yeah.
That just like says it all. Yeah. Yeah. Very apparent. I'm dropping it right there. I'm dropping it.
I love it.
Thank you, Katrina. Katrina, you are so kind.
She is. Kind Katrina.
Kind Katrina. And we could use a seamstress in our Mary Kay family. I'm just saying.
Always.
Use an extra. We can use extra. Yeah, we could use an extra one. I'm, just saying. All right, closing thoughts, Cease and Dory.
Yes, I would just like to shout out the three girls that are in Mary Kay already, that I have seen them grow and change and become really confident, capable women that they never thought was even in them. And it's so rewarding to see that, because we didn't think it was there at first. We couldn't see it. You did, but we didn't. And so being a little bit farther ahead on the ladder makes for a better vision for what is available for all of our friends. So yeah, thanks for joining, girls.
Thanks, Mom. Cease.
That was great. Yeah, man, $10 just to see,
Yeah. You love it, you say, you don't, you quit. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Ashley just said, good thing my makeup is already off. Why is she's crying because of what Dory just said? Well, this is it. This is our real life. This is what we do. Make people laugh, make them cry, make them think. Yeah. All right.
Make a mask.
Make a mask. That's it. All right. We're going to sign off. Katrina, Cece's going to follow up with you. Love you all dearly. Thank you so much for your time. $10. If y'all are watching the playback, it is literally $10 to see. If you don't like it, who cares? Go back to being a great customer. It could be the best decision that you ever made. Love you. Bye.